What's up guys, Anders here with a sponsored video thanks to Naraka Bladepoint. Naraka Bladepoint is a fast-paced action royale offering players insane mobility, powered by systems of parkour and a nifty grappling hook that allows you to get around or even engage enemy players. You'll also have a myriad of melee weapons to find and use, as well as ranged weapons if you want to keep your distance. One of these is a cannon with some AoE damage, which is awesome to use. Personally, I found myself loving the sword and katana for their movesets, really great weapons to use. The game is also very similar to combat in Black Desert Online. It's fast-paced, combo heavy, and is overall easy to pick up, but rewarding to those who practice specific hero movement and engages. Currently, the roster just received a brand new hero not too long ago, Justina Gu. She focuses on ice elemental skills. Her main ability even allows her to freeze her enemies and slice through long distances for a time. If she gets in trouble, you can use her normal ability to also regenerate some armor and become invulnerable. Also buys you some time while you plan your next move. I've noticed it's also a great bait if your enemy accidentally attacks you in this state, since the knockback will provide you with an opening you can exploit. As for customization, there's a lot you can do with the face. There's no body customization for obvious reasons and hitbox issues, but for face you can do pretty much anything. There's a large variety of tattoos, scars. You can change pretty much any angle or shape of the eyes, nose, ears, whatever you want pretty extensively. Alongside Justina Gu, we now have a brand new zombie PvP mode called Omni's Nightmare. Now, Omni's Nightmare is pretty straightforward. You have two sides. You're either a zombie or the hero characters. Your objective as the hero players is to gather as many of these little yellow seeds to feed one of the 3 trees on the map. They will be scattered around the map, and the idea is you need to venture out of what I call the safety bubble into the shadows. This is where the zombies are, and they're hiding to try and kill you. They're generally stronger than you. They're generally faster than you at the start, so you'll feel really scared venturing out in the beginning. So what you want to do is loot areas to get better equipment to better survive your trips outside the bubble, gather a few seeds, run or use the grappling hook to get back as fast as possible, and feed the tree. The more you feed it, the larger your safety bubble. Will take continuous damage outside of that yellow barrier, so if you're not careful, you can die just by being out there too long. You're on a timer as well, and if you don't manage to get at least one tree to 100%, you won't get a time extension and you'll lose. Every hero starts with a random ranged weapon, and it's up to you to try and defeat some zombie players to get money to buy better weapons or find better weapons for yourself or your team. I found that starting out playing more defensively helped you be more useful to the team that was more experienced. You don't want to venture out there into the darkness, into the shadows, without really having a plan. All that's gonna happen is you getting killed by some zombies, and that's not great because lives are limited, and if you're a hero and you're losing your limited lives for no reason, you're gonna have a lower chance of your team winning because you won't be able to come back after a couple of deaths. Now, if you manage to light up all the 3 trees in the time period, you win. Now, playing on the zombie side is also pretty fun and isn't as easy as I thought it was gonna be. Playing a hero character, I felt like the zombies felt so strong and scary really, but you're only strong if you end up killing heroes, and heroes that are veterans of the mode and know what to do are harder to kill than the ones that just venture out not knowing where to go. One of the nifty things you can do is go invisible as a zombie, which is kind of cool. You can still be heard, which also adds a manner of creepiness to the mode, so you want to be careful. Just because you're invisible doesn't mean you won't be seen or heard, at least by enemy heroes. So like I said, mostly you're faster, you have stronger melee attacks, you also have this ranged attack which can knock down heroes. I found that hard to deal with as a hero. If you're getting hit by multiple zombies at once, it was nuts. Your main ability as a zombie is corrupting the seed, so if a hero tries to collect a seed that they need for their tree, they get trapped and are easy targets for nearby zombies. You're basically dead in the water unless a hero comes and saves you. So overall, playing the hunter instead of the hunted in this case was a nice change of pace, though you may want to be careful when you fight near the yellow barrier because stepping into that light hurts if you're a zombie. Any more than a couple of seconds inside the barrier and you're toast. Now, the twist for this Omni's Nightmare mode comes in the form of the Zombie Lord role. So these lords look like normal hero players, but really they're part of the zombie team. Their main role is to sabotage the hero team and strategically snuff out a tree zone for a short time. That's her main ability. Now, doing this, drops the yellow barrier, allowing all surrounding zombies to rush in and attack the heroes. Now, while this zombie lord stays alive, all heroes have friendly fire enabled, meaning you can accidentally kill your allies as heroes if you're not careful. The way you deal with a lord is by marking someone you think is acting a little weird, a little suspicious, or maybe you see them murdering your fellow heroes out in the darkness for no reason. Now, everyone in your team can see how many marks you have on you, but that doesn't necessarily mean you are the zombie lord. It becomes a bit of a mental game where in some matches my entire team becomes paranoid and starts attacking each other because they all think the other is the zombie lord. Now, once you do find the zombie lord and defeat him, friendly fire for heroes is disabled and you won't have as many issues with damage taken. Now, there is still a royale equipment angle where even if you die, you keep your upgrades, not your weapons, but at least your upgrades to stay with you. So being aggressive early on and choosing where to spawn matters, and finding equipment for yourself even if you die is important. Now, with Justina Gu, your freezing armor ability allows you to actually survive longer if you get ambushed from invisible zombies. Her signature ability allows you to dash around the map, freezing any enemies in your path rather quickly as well, so she ended up being a pretty solid pick for the mode, I felt. And that's it for this video, guys. Naraka Bladepoint is a fun game. If you're looking for something to scratch that PvP melee combat itch, it's really good. Check it out and download it using the link in the description or in the pinned comment below this video. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.